What if I told you that athletes have everything they need to start making money from their name, image, and likeness? And the only thing that's standing between them and the opportunity is not knowing where to start. Or maybe you're an athlete who's heard of NIL. You know other people who are participating, but nobody has ever sat you down and showed you the exact steps on how to get started. Welcome to my new series, Bracket Your Brand. I'm Angelica McDonald, attorney, sports agent, NIL strategist, and co-founder of Rise HBCU. And this is my new series where I'll be mapping out the entire NIL journey in bracket form as an ode to my favorite time of the year, March Madness. Before we get into today's episode, let me show you what the series will look like. This is the Bracket Your Brand NIL playbook. 7 episodes, 7 rounds, dropping alongside the actual tournament all the way through Championship Monday in April. Here's how it maps out. The first 4 play-in round, that's today, is about knowing your brand identity. The first round of 64 is building your social media foundation. The second round of 32 is about content. The Sweet 16 is narrowing down the best NIL opportunities for you. The Elite 8 is your first pitch. The Final 4 is executing your deals and building a portfolio. And the championship, dropping the night of the national championship game, is about building something that lasts long after your playing career ends. If you're an athlete, this is your playbook. If you're a parent, this is your guide to understanding exactly what your child needs and how you can support them. I'm speaking to both athletes and parents in every single episode. Stick around for the whole series. Every episode builds on the last one. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications right now. And stay until the end of today's video. I have a free brand identity worksheet for you to download. It's the exact framework I use in my NIL Academy. So let's get into it. So why is this episode the play-in round? In the NCAA tournament, the play-in games are for the teams that are on the bubble. They're talented, they belong in the conversation, but they haven't done enough to prove that they deserve to be automatically included in the bracket. They have to really earn their spot. And that's exactly where most athletes are when it comes to NIL. You know you want to build a brand, you know there's opportunity there, but you're on the bubble. You haven't done the foundational work just yet that earns you a spot in the real game. And that foundational work starts with one thing, knowing who you are. Now, I want to be real clear on what I mean by that. I'm not asking what sport you play. I'm not asking what your stats are. I'm asking, who are you as a person? What do you stand for? What makes someone want to follow you, root for you, buy something because your name is attached to it? That's your brand identity. And until you can answer that, everything we talk about in this series, the social media, the brand deals, the pitching, none of it works without you getting clear on your brand identity. The first question every athlete needs to be able to answer is, who am I beyond my sport? Because here's the reality. Your sport is what you do. It's not who you are. And brands aren't just partnering with athletes for access to their sport. They're partnering with athletes for access to their audience, sports, values. They're buying a connection to real people who trust you. I've worked with athletes who are deeply passionate about mental health advocacy, athletes who are from underserved communities and want to give back, athletes who are first-generation college students with the weight of their family on their shoulders, athletes who are also musicians, entrepreneurs, fashion lovers, aspiring artists. Every single one of those things is a brand. And every single one of those things is a story of why someone wants to follow you. So I want you to think about this. If you woke up tomorrow and couldn't play your sport for whatever reason, what would you still be talking about? What would you still be creating content around? What topics would people still want to hear from you about? That's your brand. Athletes, grab a sheet of paper right now and write down 3 things you care about outside of sports. Don't overthink it, just write it down. We'll use it in our worksheet at the end of this video. Parents, think about what makes your child light up genuinely when they talk about it. That energy, that passion is what an audience connects to. Your job isn't to build their brand for them. It's to help them recognize what's already there. The second question is, who is my audience? You might be thinking, I don't have an audience yet, and that's okay. This isn't about who's following you today. This is about who you're building for. Your audience is a group of people who genuinely care about what you have to say. It might be young athletes who look up to you, or people from your hometown. It might be students who share your major or people that believe in the same cause as you do. It might even be parents who are going through the same thing your family is going through right now. And I always tell my athletes, don't try to build an audience for everyone. The more specific you are about the audience you're trying to reach, the more powerful your brand becomes. A smaller, highly engaged audience of people who really connect with you is worth way more than a massive audience of strangers who don't care at all. And parents, this is something I see families overlook all the time. They spend money on trainers, equipment, and AAU, all trying to get their child in front of the right people. But understanding your child's audience, who their people are, is a part of building the brand that opens doors in and outside of sports. Athletes, write down 3 different kinds of people that genuinely connect with your story. Think about age, background, shared experiences, and values. Parents, have this conversation with your athlete. Ask them who they think watches or will watch their content. Their answer will tell you a lot about how they see themselves and where their brand will naturally live. The third one is the one I think matters most and the one that most people skip entirely. What do you want to be known for? Not right now, not just in high school, not just in college. I'm asking 10 years from now, when someone brings up your name, what do you want them to say? What do you want people to associate with you? What do you want to have stood for? I grew up in a small city and I watched talented athletes that I knew personally who were my classmates with real talent, who didn't have the right guidance, didn't have the right mentorship or knowledge. Their parents loved them, but didn't have the right tools to navigate this athletic world. And I've thought about those athletes for years because I believe their lives could have been different. Opportunities could have been different. Someone wouldn't have sat them down and treated their name, their identity, their story as something worth investing in. That's why I do this work, and that's the energy I want to bring to this question. Your name has value. Your story has value. But the question is whether you're going to be intentional about what you want to build. Athletes, 1 sentence. Finish this. I want to be an athlete who, write it down, put it somewhere you can see it. That sentence is the North Star for everything you build. Parents, ask your child this question, not as a quiz, but a real conversation. You might be surprised by what they say, and whatever they say, take it seriously. Their answer is the foundation of their brand. Okay, so here's where you are in the bracket. You just won the play-in round. You know who you are beyond your sport, you know who your audience is, and you know what you want to be known for. That is your seed. That is your identity going into this tournament. The next episode, the first round of 64, is all about building your foundation. Social media setup, what your profile needs to look like, what brands are actually looking for whenever they pull up your account. We're going to get real specific. But before you leave, I have something for you. I put together a free brand identity worksheet. It is a PDF that walks you through the 3 questions that we answered today and gives you space to write in your responses. It's the same framework I use with my athletes in my NIL Academy. The link for the worksheet is in the description. Download it, fill it out, and I'll see you back here for episode 2 of the series. If you found this helpful, please share it. Send it to an athlete or a parent who's really been needing help with NIL and how to get started. This series is designed to be a resource for the whole family. So the more people that have access, the better impact it will have. And please follow me here and follow me on socials. If you're ready to stop figuring this out on your own, whether you're an athlete or a parent who's looking for real strategy built around your specific situation, I do one-on-one strategy sessions. Every athlete situation is different, so let's talk about yours. The link for the session is in the description box. I'll see you in the next round. Let's go.